A driver that just drives aggressively all the time is not a dynamic driver. And a driver that just drives like Grandmother Doris all the time is also not a dynamic driver. People really misunderstand the word dynamic. What dynamic is in reference to is the difference between the lowest of something and the highest of something. How gentle you are when driving versus how aggressive you are with driving. So how can you become a dynamic driver? Well, first, you've got to get good at driving like Grandmother Doris. And second, you got to get good at driving like Chris Harris. This is me pretending to go sideways, but this car can't really go sideways. Once you can be good at both, the gentle and the aggressive, only then can you start deciding when is the best situation to use either one. And only at that point are you a dynamic driver. I'm still a relatively new YouTuber and very few people are subscribed. So if this is not your first Mick Drives Cars video, maybe subscribe. A limousine stop is when you're on the brakes and then just before you're about to stop, you ease off of the brakes to stop very gently. I get in the passenger of other people's cars and every time they come up to a red light, there's a jerk. Then as they take off, there's a jerk. They're just jerks. People always trying to drive too quickly and they accelerate like madmen up to the red light. Just coast, just be smooth, just be gentle. Just pretend you're Grandmother Doris. But be even better than Grandmother Doris because she can only see about 20 meters into the future. You need to be seeing hundreds of meters into the future, planning for what's going to happen. And you can't be a dynamic driver if you're never smooth, if you're never gentle. I mean, even the way you come out of a junction shows whether you're a good dynamic driver. If you can come out of a junction smoothly, if you look in all the directions you're meant to look and come out confident, choose the correct lane in good time. Especially if you know the area, you know what's going to happen with these lanes. Like I know these two lanes go into one. So even if I wanted to overtake someone at this point, it's a bit awkward. You end up right next to them when the lanes merge. You can see in the rearview mirror the exact situation I was talking about. When there's a little bit of traffic, don't just accelerate and stop when the next car stops and then stop again and stop again. Leave a little gap so you're a bit more flexible, you're a bit more elastic. Some of you might not believe me, but you can be a more dynamic driver in a Kia Picanto than you can be in a BMW M car, Mercedes AMG car, or any hot hat. It's just about the way you drive. You'll actually have more fun like this. When you focus on driving really smoothly and gently, it makes the times when you drive aggressively more enjoyable, more fun. And this is not just about learning a cool trick like the limousine stop, doing it once and being like, oh yeah, that's cool, I can do that. Incorporate it into your everyday driving. That once you learn a little thing like that, it should just become the way you drive because it's better than stopping with the herk-jerks. Although I know a few people that have done advanced courses or they just have a natural ability for driving, they can do all of this stuff to some degree. They can drive very smoothly and gently and nicely. But what they can't do is absolutely send their car. You're only a dynamic driver if you can be good at the full range of driving skills. Handling your car quickly in the wet, great way to demonstrate. The fast side is about how you use the throttle, how you roll in, how you make sure to use the gears to be in the right power band, how you control the car around corners. Let's be dynamic again, shall we? I'm going to make a whole video about this, but the way you use your gears also really shows what kind of driver you are. Drop a gear before the corner, roll into the throttle through the corner, brake for the next one, roll through. And then as we come up to some corners, we drop another cog just for a bit of extra control. At the moment, this is like 3/10. This is very gentle for this car, but you can always step it up a notch. Now we're at like 5/10. There's probably a nope sign on the dashboard. Some more. Did you hear the way I rolled into the throttle? It's very wet today, and in a corner doing 60, I don't really want to be sliding around. So you can still get full throttle, you just have to roll into it and be gentle into it. Look at this corner, absolutely phenomenal. I've got a whole range of videos about how to be a better, faster driver. So honestly, just go on my channel, sort by most popular, and watch all the top videos. They'll show you all this stuff. I have a video specifically about driving fast in the wet. I've got videos about steering, braking, all sorts of stuff. One cheat code to improving your driving on the faster end is doing a track day. When you do a track day, you can learn the limits of your car. You start to know what the car can and can't do. And when you know what the car is capable of, it hugely increases your confidence, because you're not worried about, ooh, will the car make this corner? Won't the car make this corner? You just have an intrinsic understanding of what's too fast and where you can still push harder. And it's that difference, that gap between how smooth you can be and how spirited you can be, that defines a dynamic driver. And dynamic drivers are the best drivers, because there's the prerequisite for being dynamic is that you be fantastic every day and you go hard when you want to. And importantly, you know when to choose which option. You guys might have noticed it's been a little bit more of an easygoing video. Hair's not done. I'm not looking as nice as I normally do. I've been really under the weather. I missed a Sunday upload for the first time since I started on YouTube with all of 0 subscribers. So if you can hear it in my voice a little bit, I do apologize. I could not miss 2 Sundays in a row, even though I've been really sick. So I had to make sure to get this video out. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, thank you. In the vein of this video, if you want to be a faster driver, watch this video. If you want to be a better everyday driver, watch this video.